Every choice changes something. Some change the way we live and some change who we are. My name is Claire, and this is the story of the night. I had to choose between saving a stranger or the person I loved most in this world. I've replayed that night 1,000 times in my head, and every time I make the same mistake. It was a rainy evening. I was driving home from work, exhausted, just wanting to get back to my husband, Daniel. He'd been recovering from an accident 2 months earlier, still using crutches. I remember calling him and saying, "I'll be home soon. Do you need anything?" He just laughed and said, "Just you." I smiled, not knowing it would be the last time I'll ever hear that laugh. I was 5 minutes from home when it happened. A man ran across the road. I slammed the brakes, swerved, and the next thing I remember was glass shattering and the world spinning. When I opened my eyes, the car was smoking. I stumbled out. There was 2 cars in the crash, mine and another. A young man was unconscious in the driver's seat, bleeding. I called 911, but they said the nearest ambulance was delayed by traffic. And then I realized the other car had crashed into a power pole that had fallen across the road, blocking anyone from passing. My phone was still in my hand when it rang again. It was Daniel. His voice was faint and weak. He said, "Clary, I fell. I can't breathe." My heart stopped. He was home alone. The doctor had warned me that another fall could be fatal. "Hold on. I'm coming," I shouted. But when I looked at the bleeding man beside me, gasping for air, I froze. If I left now, he'd die. If I stayed, Daniel might. I screamed for help, but the road was empty, the rain deafening. I tried to call emergency services again, no answer this time. My heart was racing. Daniel's voice came again, barely a whisper. "Clary, please hurry." I looked at the stranger, unconscious and bleeding. I looked at my car, forcing it around the wreck. Try screaming on the wet asphalt. I drove like I was outrunning time. When I reached home, the lights were off. Daniel was on the floor. I tried CPR. I screamed his name, but it was too late. I don't remember the rest of that night. Just sirens, voices, and the weight of silence after they left. The next morning, the police came. The man from the other crash, he died too. He was 24. His name was Ethan. He was driving home to his pregnant wife. People said it wasn't my fault, that I did what anyone would do, but they didn't see his face. They didn't hear the sound of his breathing fade away. His wife came to see me a month later. She was calm, too calm. She said, "I don't blame you. You did what you thought was right." I wanted to believe her, but her eyes, they said, "You chose." It's been 2 years. I still wake up to the sound of rain, sometimes thinking it's that night again. People say time heals, but time doesn't heal. It just teaches you how to carry the wound. Subscribe for more.